Happy Friday and welcome to the Weekender. Wow, we have Super Bowl weekend this weekend. That should be a real exciting Super Bowl we have going on this weekend. If the game turns out to be a blowout, which is a good possibility because a good chunk of our Super Bowls are a blowout, we know we will have some good commercials. I'm a huge advertising fan. I love to watch the commercials. I think this year it will be not only we will have some different type of commercials, but due to all the social distancing and all that, it's really going to probably be really creative. So I hope everybody is healthy and safe out there. But today's topic is I have 6 easy winter home improvements that these are like little tips that you could do to improve the performance of some of the items around your house, and some little tips on how to stop some annoying creaks and all the little things that go on with the home ownership. So the first thing I have is you want to silence those really squeaky door hinges because at this time of the year it's a little chillier. You're starting to hear the doors squeak as you close them. A really quick, easy fix for that is there is a powder graphite that you can actually squirt on the hinges, and I think a tube of it costs about $2.50. And then that would be something you could do. You could just squirt it right on the hinge, and that would stop the doors from squeaking. Another thing that, during this time of the year, because the house is a little colder, you hear those little squeaky floorboards throughout the house if you have some wood flooring or something like that. A really good quick remedy that's cheap and inexpensive, people don't realize, if you pour a little talcum powder there on the crack, it might actually help. Or you could just try to get this item they call Squeak No More. Squeak No More, but that's a little costly. It runs you about $23 for some Squeak No More. Another good item that I have, number 3, would be clean off the rust off of your shutoff valves that's underneath your sinks in your bathroom, the kitchen sink, and possibly behind the toilet. Because what you get is you get the little moisture, you get a little water, so you get a little rust. And so what you want to do is just spray a little WD-40 behind those items, especially along the threads, and then just kind of turn them back and forth. So over time, for instance, you don't have to get that rust. Like if you really need to turn it off and shut it off, it gets really hard to turn those shut-off valves off, or you might just break it. So just a little WD-40 this time of the year when it's a little chillier, that would definitely help with that. Another item that I recommend that we do during the wintertime is clean out the exhaust filter behind the stove or top of the stove, whichever way. Because if you clean off all that grease that we've been collecting over the summer while we was doing a lot of cooking and during the holidays, one is going to increase the performance of the fan, the exhaust fan. The other thing is, if you clean off that grease, if you for some unfortunate reason were to have a fire or something, that would definitely stop the spread in the kitchen area. Another item that I think is an item that we forget about a lot of times is we forget about cleaning out that dryer clothes dryer vent. That vent gets a lot of lint throughout the summer, and then if it gets some moisture in there from the winter, it kind of builds up. So what you might want to do is just vacuum out that item, and clean it out. Pull out the dryer just a little bit so you can get to it. And like I said, again, it would increase the performance. And probably the last thing that I have for you on this Super Bowl weekend is the drain hoses from our dishwasher to our ice maker to even the lines to the washer. The clothes washer. You might want to inspect those because they can get a little brittle at times, and if they get a little brittle, they may leak. And if one day you might come home and you got like a little leak underneath a refrigerator, then you're like, oh, I could have prevented this some time ago. But again, these are just some quick little tips that you might want to look at throughout the winter. Again, I hope everybody is practicing their social distancing. I thank everybody for tuning in. I thank everybody for their subscriptions. I'm going to go on the limb and say KC is probably going to blow them out this weekend. I hate to say it because y'all know I'm a diehard Raider fan. But again, thank you for tuning in. Again, you can always reach me at sgaddisonrealtor.com, or you can always text me at area code 510-220-7155. Again, thank you, and please subscribe.